Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is PCJ along with Jordan back, and we're checking out his June 2018 RPG crate. He's been getting these for several months now. Every box is unique and different. Lots of cool items if you are into the tabletop D&D campaign, type of scene. You're gonna get all kinds of cool stuff from one-page adventures to recipes to shirts and dice and other kinds of trinkets that help basically just get totally involved in your campaigns, or even if you're a newbie, if you haven't done any of this before, it's a great way to start off because it gives you everything you need to start off too. So what do we know about this month's box?
The theme was Wondrous power.
Okay.
So
like magic, I guess?
I imagine magic, some sort of ancient relic, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's all I can think of for that. Okay. But if you want to subscribe, okay, we're going to check out the box, but if you want to subscribe, RPG Crate is the website. Go there, subscribe. You can get the box for the next month, but you can also purchase items that you see in the box as well. So if you happen to see something you may have really wanted to get in the box this month and it's too late, you can always go to their website, possibly purchase the items individually, or you can also try to get previous boxes as well. They sometimes have leftovers. You can get those as well. Well, let's go ahead and check out the box. I'm anxious to see what they got for Wondrous Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what power lies in store. So, our first item is...
Shirt.
Yeah, our first item is our shirt.
Okay.
Now, one thing I noticed right away is that this design was already used during another crate, which is their Pirates crate.
Okay.
So with that, they have the skull with the D20 and all the tentacles and stuff. But it looks like they added the knight helmet and the two swords.
Okay.
So that does kind of liven it up. And this time, instead of a flag or bandana kind of thing, it's a T-shirt, which, of course, I really like this gray. And
I like the color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, this shirt is definitely one that I'm going to be wearing for a while.
Yeah. That's a cool shirt.
So next, we got colored pencils. As much as that seems like it may be for little kids, this stuff is super useful to DMs. So as much as these seem like they would be meant for little kids, this stuff is super valuable for DMs. I know me and one of my players are actually working on making a map of the continent that we're on at the moment, one that's less in my head and more on paper. And stuff like this really does come in handy, especially for battle maps if you want to spruce something up with like pile of gold or some trees and bushes and stuff like that. It helps to add color as opposed to everything just being gray on the white sheet. This is actually pretty nice.
Okay.
Our next item is another box. I'm actually surprised.
Ah, okay.
So, let's see what's in here. Oh, looks like we got some dragon foam on here.
What?
That's
little figurines?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's honestly surprising. So let's get a closer look at these.
Oh, they're animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with this, looks like we have a lion.
Okay.
And we got a dragonfly.
Huh.
We got, I don't know if that's like an eagle or a hawk or a falcon. Something like that.
Yeah, a hawk. Something like that.
And then, of course, we got an elephant, which is my fiance's
nice.
favorite animal. Now, with this, the only way I can really see using these personally is on a battle map as, like, maybe statues of power or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that are around some sort of, I don't know, like obelisk of power or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe these come to life and become things you have to face. They're kind of out of place for me in terms of minis. These kind of look weird. And these kind of look more like something you'd buy at an arts and crafts store or something as like a figurine to put on a shelf.
Yeah, it's different than the normal effing miniatures that are always in the box. There might still be in there, I don't know, but usually just get the effing cool miniatures that come in here. But I mean, I also thought when I saw these was, I remember how in our old campaign we did where you had a pet of some sort. You had some kind of, I forget what you called it.
Some sort of familiar or
something like that.
Rangers get animal companions.
Yeah,
Like
companions.
that as well.
There you go. Yeah, and I had like a lizard or something like that as my companion, something like that. So I thought, oh, that'd be awesome to have an elephant as your companion.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But, I mean, I might be able to find a way to use these. Like I said, I might be able to put them as like a statue around some sort of obelisk of power that comes to life and attacks the players if they try to touch it.
Okay.
Something like that and make something happen. I don't know. This seems a little bit weird to me, but, I mean, I like them. They're cool.
Yeah.
So next up, we actually have a lot of cards. Looks like we have 4 different recipes.
Wow.
That's it looks like they actually go along with the little figurines in that box. So like, here's a lion and there's an eagle is what it was.
There's an elephant and a dragonfly.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Wow. So elephant ears and dragonfly stir fry.
Then you have lion steak kebabs and devilish eggs. So yeah, let's see if we can get the close up of all the recipes for you. Devilish eggs. Oh, let me get my finger out of the way. So y'all can pause and get that. Next up we have the lion steak kebabs.
Elephant ears. And then we got the dragonfly stir fry. Alright, cool. So, 4 recipes. I like the ingredients. 10 elephant ears. I don't think your fiance would agree with that.
Maybe we'll have to try them out at our wedding.
There you go.
So I am interested to see how that plays into the one-page adventures, because normally those recipes do play into what they give us for the one-page adventures. And that's honestly interesting how the figures are going to play into that as well. Like maybe they actually are statues of power or something like that.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
One-page adventures.
Our next item are our one-page adventures. So these are always super good quality. They're double-sided, laminated, one-page adventures that have like maps, and they have all the different enemies and different creatures you're going to be facing. That all their stats are on the bottom, so it makes it super easy for a DM, whether you're experienced or new coming to the table, to actually just kind of sit down and play and do a quick read before the session kind of thing. And these are super useful. You can plug them into any campaign that you already are going through. You can also run these just single shot kind of thing within its own thing, or you can also run them one after another. So like this one's the A, B, and C one-page adventures. So these actually could all run simultaneously, or not simultaneously, but one after another kind of thing, instead of on their own. And I really like these. They're all super good quality.
Yeah.
I've got a stack probably about that wide now.
Yeah.
From the stuff I've gotten in these
And you've been
boxes.
using them, haven't you? I mean, you've got a couple of campaigns you were doing. You've got one you're still doing now, I know.
Yeah.
Have they been useful or surprising people?
Yeah, there's actually one thing that the one that I actually got in this box right here with a giant onslaught. I'm actually using the one-page adventure towards something in my campaign that they're going to be coming up to here soon, and I'm actually just using the battle mat and story from that little one-page adventure to help me along, and then augmenting it to make it more homebrew for my setting.
Okay, good.
Maybe switching out giants for titans, I haven't decided yet, but I mean, it's going to be pretty fun. Let's see what else we got. We have our book.
That's colorful.
Yeah, this is
it's not
big
dark
step from what we normally get.
Usually dark and gloomy.
Yeah, as you can see from the other books that we've gotten, it's usually dark. It's usually Frog God games or like Necromancer games, stuff like that. But this actually looks like it's just RPG Crate, which really does make me excited because all the artwork and stuff is similar to the artwork they have in the one-page adventures and on their website. So I'm excited to see what they actually have for us instead of just getting something from someone else.
Oh, is this so you can just draw your own?
That is interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I guess if I read, it's the Wilderness Mapping Booklet.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, pages of hand-drawn grid.
So you can just draw your own...
Yeah, so you can actually draw your own maps and grids and stuff for different forests, or of course you can probably use this for Starfinder as well, for the planetary maps.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually pretty useful, and it may help us with, like I said, me and one of my players are working on making the continental map of where they're at right now, so this might actually help. We can put it on one of these kind of things.
That's a nice change up, because it was getting to be where every month you get a book either about the characters or about other campaign stuff, and it just kind of got a little back and forth. But it's a nice twist.
It's a nice twist. Of course, I always love the artwork that they have for the RPG crate. It's always super cartoony, but also serious at the same time. I really like it. And this one looks like it's got a little girl playing a flute or a quarter or something with a dragon on her shoulder in the wilderness, and it looks really cool.
That's covered in owls.
Cool. Oh, that's actually useful. So, with this, you actually have, like, you can put this little box right here to represent a fort, or this little square for a castle. It gives you little ways to make the tiles pop more than just drawing on a tile set. See what they have on the front cover. Oh, they just have the greetings adventurer and blah 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 blah.
All right.
Yeah. This is actually pretty cool, and I can see this honestly being a little more useful than some of the other books that we've gotten, because a lot of them are just set adventures that you run through. They introduce characters and stuff, and it's really cool. That can be super useful. But if you're like me and you're running homebrew, instead of having to nitpick everything out of these and then place your own characters and having a little bit more work to do, this will just help you, like, oh, well, they're going into a giant's forge, let me draw out a giant's forge kind of thing on here, and then use a hexagon map instead of a square map.
Very good.
Yeah, this is actually pretty nice. Next item we have in our box is the last item, which is our dragon foam.
Okay.
And the reason why they call it dragon foam is because it's nice and perforated, and you can tear off these sides and either customize them to shape whatever box you have all your minis in, or something that I found out recently was you can take these squares, rip them off, and actually stack them on top of each other and create 3D meshes for your battle maps. So if you have like a castle, you can actually make a castle, almost Minecraft it, and make it like this big castle thing that's actually mini size you can put your minis in.
Yeah, that's really good.
It makes things super interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah, and this, they sell pretty cheap on their website, so if you don't want to wait for several months to get enough dragon foam, you can actually buy it pretty cheap, and they sell, I think, several sheets at a time for a few dollars.
There you go.
On their website.
Excellent.
But, yeah, that looks like that's it.
That's it. Box is empty. Let's go ahead and check out the checklist.
So we got all of our stuff laid out here. Let's see the way they describe it. So first off, we have our exclusive t-shirt, which of course is one of my favorite designs they've had yet. Second to the Giants design where they have the wizard on the tower fighting the giant. I really enjoyed that one. I wear that probably more than I should. So next we have the figurines of power. Yeah, so we have the lion, elephant, dragonfly, and eagle. And those are pretty cool. And then we have our dragon foam, which we have down here, which is useful for any campaign or any guy who wants to store his minis or girl who wants to store their minis. It helps a lot. Then we have our recipes for adventure, and this time instead of getting the one, we actually got 4, which honestly surprised me, and it's a pleasant surprise.
And I like how they tied into the figures.
Oh yeah. I know they said that one of their items in the crate was having trouble being shipped to them, and that's why it took them so long to get this crate into our hands. I think it might have actually been those figures down there. I'm not 100% sure. It says they were made in Peru, but I don't know if they bought them here.
Yeah, just found that out. There it goes. Made in Peru.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
So next up, we have our open road mapping booklet, which I think I'm going to have a lot more use for at the moment than I would have in the past, just because we are making the map. I'm actually really grateful for this, because it also makes it to where I don't have to carry a map around with me in a booklet, or in a binder rather, anything like that. I can actually just keep it in the booklet and have all my maps right here. It makes things a little bit easier. Of course, I can only use one booklet per adventure, but I plan on taking this all the way through to level 20, so I imagine there's going to be a lot more maps to be had. And then we have our adventures on the open road, which is our one-page adventures. These are always super good quality. If you ever wanted to check one out, you can always buy one on their website. They do sell these from past adventure crates, and they're always super good quality, and they add so much to a campaign. They add a lot more than you think they probably would.
Right. No, they're good quality, and yeah, it's helpful because you can just throw it into a campaign you already got going on, or like I said, if you're a newbie, if you're just starting off, you could probably just, here you go, let's just try it out. Let's see if we even like this kind of stuff. You know, if you're like me, who for years never knew anything about this at all, this would be a great way to start off would be get this box, get myself some dice and a couple of friends, and be like, let's try this out and just see if we like it, and then we can add on from there with everything else.
Yeah, and this makes it super easy because, like I said before, they have all the enemy stats right here, so you don't have to go through buying a lot of booklets or anything. You just have it all right in front of you.
Yeah.
Although I do recommend the Player's Handbook because, you know, that's where all the rules are. Dungeon Master's Guide if you really want to get into it. But, I mean, it's one of the best games ever made. Recommend it for everybody. And this is a good way to try it out if you want to explore a bit. And, yeah, it looks like there's
right?
all the stuff on here.
Okay, so good variety of items as always. Multiple recipes, one-page adventures, cool little figurines, great T-shirt, and then a helpful mapping booklet. So, all in all, I mean, still, I'm impressed. Great job, RPG Crate.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You made Jordan happy again, so obviously he's going to keep getting these. Okay, he's not been disappointed once, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The only thing I've been close to disappointed was the figures, but then they kind of tied it all into everything else, which makes me excited again.
There you go. Well, there you have it, guys and gals. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to check them out, go to rpgcrate.com. I'll have the links below in the description of the video, and that way you can go check out their website. You can check out the previous boxes because they do have some left over sometimes, or you can purchase certain items that you see here if they have extras at, and then you can subscribe for the next month. And I'm sure they're going to have some kind of awesome theme because they do a theme every month, changes up every month, so always something different. And yeah, so anything else you want to add about the box?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, cool. Well, hey, I thank everyone out there as always for tuning in. I thank Jordan for coming over and sharing his unboxing with us so that I can share it with you guys out there. As always, please, if you did enjoy this, please give us a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Make sure you leave some comments below for Jordan and myself. We'll check back with y'all and answer anything you got to say about the unboxing or the items you saw here. Remember, as always, you can check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All my links are below in the description of the video as well, along with my P.O. Box, in case you ever want to feature something on the channel. Well, Jordan, thanks as always for coming by, hanging out, sharing the unboxing, and I'm sure we'll be doing a lot more of these too. So until next time, guys and gals, this is Pop Culture Junkie and Jordan, and we're signing out. See you guys later.